Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. This video is gonna be kind of deep, question mark? I don't know, but it's gonna be about my philosophy on training because I don't know, I feel like some people share this similar philosophy or thought process towards it, but I don't know. I feel like in a commercial gym setting, not too many people share the same kind of idea, but this is kind of what I'm gonna be diving into and going towards. So yeah, not, as some people may know, may not know, when I was in high school, I had a very severe eating disorder. It took a lot out of me. It took a lot out of my life, and that was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, is get out of that. Because of that, I think that has me thinking in a different way than a lot of other PTs or other people in the health field. But I don't know. Maybe we all think the same, maybe some of us think the same. And I'm sure there's some people who have the same process that I do, thinking wise, in terms of all that. But I think there is a need for more of it, maybe. But my whole thought process is doing what you love, what serves your body, what serves you. Because I see it all the time so far with like clients and stuff. It's like you go over the nutrition with them and they're like, oh, I need to stop eating X, Y, and Z, blah 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 blah. I play this sport and I do this 4 times a week, and I do this 7 times a week, and then I go to work, and then I get home, and then I go sleep, and I don't do this, that, blah 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 blah, X, Y, and Z. And I go and say, look, client A, you're a basketball player. Carbs are your main source of energy. Don't cut out those carbs. Do not cut out those carbs. Client C or B, I get it, you want to eat more whole foods, and that's beautiful, that's great. Let's focus on eating more whole foods. Let's get our proteins, fats, carbs, veg, fruit, all that. Let's get them. But it's okay to have a little bit of ice cream once a week. Every once in a while, on a blue moon, you're going out to dinner, get something you like. Don't let society's rules plague you into something that you're not. I think people have this all or nothing approach, and I get where they're coming from, because I used to be that way too. When I was in high school, I had that all or nothing approach. I used to completely hate weightlifting. I lifted baby weights if I did lift. Baby weights. When I was in track and field, I dreaded weightlifting, going to the weight room. I would fake my sets because I didn't want to lift. I was treadmill strictly, cardio bunny all the time. And then I came across a YouTuber called Whitney Simmons. She weightlifted. She's what introduced me really to weightlifting, and that's when I started really weightlifting. A good chunk of my adolescence, I didn't have access to a good gym. It was mostly at home, body workouts, stuff like that. Or if I had a gym, it was very limited, very minimal. So I think when I really first got to dive in deeper was probably 4 to 5 years ago, when I had access to a gym now, and I was lifting. I was doing it all. I was figuring out what worked, what I liked, what I didn't like. But I think everything was still in the back of my head. I think people have this big fear of, if you stop, you're gonna lose it all. You're gonna lose the muscle, you're gonna lose this, that, all that. But rest is important too. So it's like you have to find a way to maintain your sanity while being able to work on yourself in a way that impacts you in a good way. And I think that's really hard for a lot of people to come by, and I think unfortunately our generations are very work, don't stop kind of mentality. Maybe not all of the generations, because I do know some just like don't want to do anything, and they just want to sit at home and chill and somehow make money, which I don't know how they're going to do that, but I'm not them. But I know a great amount of people that are just like work, 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 and they don't stop. And I'm one of those people, unfortunately. I take on way too much and try to just get it all done. I think that has impacted the society in a big way, because it doesn't give a person the time to. And for someone like me personally, the gym impacts me a lot. It gives me a moment to just focus on myself, just forget everything else exists, and just do what I came in to do. So when work, school, all this other stuff takes up about 90% of your time, all you do is do that and go to sleep, wake up again, go do it again, and you lose yourself to an extent. And I think that's something that the world struggles with, and unfortunately it also is a big tie to money, because money gets you a home, gets you food, gets X, Y, and Z, and a lot of people just struggle to get it, and so you have to work, work, work and not stop, and it's unfortunate that's that way. So when it comes down to the way I see exercise, the way I see nutrition, diet, food, exercise, all that, it's case by case. I think that there's a lot of misinformation out there. I think that there needs to be improvement, because I think a lot of people get affected in a negative way from it. And I think teaching that it's okay to give yourself a moment of rest, to give yourself, okay, it's fine to have that ice cream, it's fine to eat that donut or whatever it is that you like. I think the world has very skewed way, and it's either gone super like, oh, don't do anything with your life, it's fine, to you're workaholic and you don't stop and you only eat X, Y, and Z. But where's that middle phase? Where's that balance that we struggle to find? And it's hard to come by, and even I struggle with it. But we have to allow ourselves to enjoy moments, and I think I want people to be able to progress and grow in the gym, because it might help them internally, seeing, hey, I started from point A and I'm at point B now, and I'm gonna go from point B and I'm gonna go to point C now, and they're gonna grow, and they're gonna see changes, whether physically, emotionally, something. And within that, they're gonna learn too that, hey, I know that I need to get proteins, fats, carbs, veg, fruit, all this, and if I want an Oreo, I'll have an Oreo. Now, there's very different formats to go along with this. There's definitely different in-depth things that will be case by case, and it just depends, but this is just the generic, bland, like, setup, I guess, or mind, or anything like that, where we're just trying to get balance, and we're trying to start from point A, point B to C, and onward. We're trying to foster that healthy relationship with exercise while fostering the healthy relationship with food within a society that either goes extreme to one side or extreme to the other side, and there's no middle ground anymore. And you see people fighting online all the time about what's right, what's wrong, what's this and that, when we just need to sit down for a second and look at each other and be like, all right, let's listen to what you have to say, let's listen to what you have to say, and take a deep breath and just, okay, it's fine, we're doing this. I think it's scary when someone doesn't know exactly everything and then they start going off, and there's a lot of things with the fitness industry and everything like that. And I don't even know if this video made any sense, to be honest, but maybe this is kind of like my thought process. Maybe it'll change with time, maybe there's more to it that I don't even know yet. Because I don't script this. I don't script these videos at all, so I kind of just sit down and go boop, and that's really it. So maybe there'll be a part 2 in the future, who knows? Or maybe there's gonna be just like a whole revamped version being like, okay, I was kidding guys, this is what I meant to say the first time around, and like it's similar to what I said the first time around, but here's a better understanding of it because I wrote out my thoughts this time instead of just sitting down and blabbing. But I'm gonna cut it here because I don't know what else is gonna come out. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you next time.